Hey, what's up guys? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be opening up some super magical chests inside of Clash Royale. I need to get some of my legendaries up to level 5 as soon as possible, so why not start opening some of those chests right now and make our way up there. So I'm going to do 2 chests, then go into a battle, 2 chest battle, 2 chest battle. Let's see if we can pull off some wins, pull off some legendaries, as well as some epics, which we need for our tornado and our clone spells. So there's 23 clone spells. We can upgrade that up to level 6 after this next chest. Of course, with the chest summary feature, never going to miss what we get in our chest ever again. Giant skeleton inside of this one, a couple of musketeers. Come on, we need some tornadoes, we need some clone spells, we need some legendaries, but 2 chests, and we're not really going to get anything. All right, anyways, let's upgrade that tornado real quick, then get into a battle. I'm gonna go ahead, or no, the clone spell, getting that up to level 6. Hopefully I can use that sometime soon on my on the leaderboard when it's fully maxed out. But let's go and continue onwards, going off against Cool 626, and let's go and play the giant graveyard deck that we've been having so much fun with. And let's start off with the giant towards the very back. All right, so the giant's gonna start creeping its way forward. Tick tock, tick tock. Cool 626 says, hey, I don't need to drop anything right away. I'm gonna play my bowler, and it looks like the bowler's gonna be all the way in the very back. And even though I think I'm like 4 wins into a grand challenge, this guy's a level 8 with the level 2 bowler. He must be a really good player if he's going to be pulling this off. So let's go and play our giant in our graveyard. We've got the zap spell to help our giant live just a little bit longer, and we should be able to do some decent damage to the tower. Fireball's going to kill that wizard after the skeleton smacked it in the face, and that tower is already down to about 0. It's going to go to 0. That's going to be the Mega Minion swatting that tower down, and the very first push of the game is going to give us that win right there, and he hasn't even touched our towers yet. Very nicely done. Let's do a tombstone in the center, set up for our very next push against Cool 626. You guys noticed that he took way too long to drop his bowler in the very beginning? As soon as your opponent plays a card, let's say if you want to let them go first, you should always be ready with your next card to play, or else you're going to waste 1 or 2 elixir like he did, and he's actually going to be playing the Sparky. Now, believe it or not, people have been playing the Sparky Elite Barbarian deck to a lot of success. I've seen it happen, so don't laugh at the Sparky as soon as you see it, but of course, we should have a decent chance of taking it out. The Tombstone's going to reset the Sparky right there. I've got the Mega Minion coming down the lane, the Zap spell ready as well. And let's go ahead and get ready to take the Sparky out, zapping it down as soon as possible. Fireball is going to go down, though, and that's going to help kill the Sparky right there. The Giant's going to actually probably die to this Ice Wizard in the tower, but the Skeletons doing the best they can to give us a decent little push, but not going to make it to this tower. And let's go ahead and reset with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. So all in all, not too terrible. Tombstone's going to go down in the center. Giant's going to be ready as well. This game is pretty methodical right now, and not really too much Cool 626 can do. I guess he's playing a Sparky bowler deck. It's a really interesting type of deck right there, and he's going to play the Sparky on the other side of the map, so not really showing me any respect right there by playing the Sparky. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready with a big push down this left-hand side. All right, here we go. He's got the Sparky, he's got the bowler, he's got nothing to attack air, so I'm going to use that minion right there. I've got the Fireball ready. I'm going to actually hit both the wizard as well as the princess. That is an 8 for 4 elixir. Awesome trade right there. Zap spell is going to kill the Sparky. Graveyard's going down. And guys, this one is all but over. His bowler is going to try to help out against my skeleton army, but I already have the graveyard and the giant. I've got the minions. I've got the Mega Minion. I've got another giant that I can place as soon as I'm ready. This battle is pretty much over, and with 22 seconds left on the clock, that's going to be the end of it, and we're going to pick up a clean... Look at that! Our towers actually weren't touched. That's a flawless 3-crown victory right there. Gotta love it, but of course my man Cool 626 did not have fully maxed out cards, so I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt, and that will be another win inside of our challenge. That's win number 4. And that's going to be flawless. So very nicely done. Let's head back to some chests, though, see if we can get some legendaries. So I'm going to open up this super magical chest. Hopefully we got some legendaries at the end of it. We're going to get some gold. We're going to get some zaps, minions. Let's see if we can get something a little bit better. Barbarians, mortars, lots of commons. There's the rares. 22 tornadoes. Okay, and an Ice Wizard. Why do I keep getting Ice Wizards? 20,000 gold is useless. Okay, I can't complain because I'm sure a lot of you guys are hoping for your first legendary card, but I don't need any more Ice Wizards. Let's go ahead and keep going. We got some Prince, some Commons, 363 Goblins, 5 Tornadoes, 137 Goblin Huts, a bunch of poisons, and a Sparky. I'll take a Sparky. Hey, anything that I can make towards level 5, I'm trying to get as many as possible, so that's going to be the first useful legendary that we get today. And let's get into battle number 2 against XXSmasherXX, and to see if we can keep the gravy train running with our giant and graveyard deck. Now, awkward start in the beginning. Don't have a great card to play. We can either play the minions or the skeleton army, so we're going to use the skeleton army. He's going to waste 2 elixir, just like my past opponent. He's going to waste 2 elixir right there before he deploys his mega minion. I don't know what's up with people, especially if this guy is 4 wins into a grand challenge. For him not to do anything, that's simply inexcusable. Not to be his teacher or his parent or something, but now we've got a nice advantage. Take a look at this tombstone. It's going to dominate the giant. His mega minion's going to die to my giant, and we have a massive elixir lead right now. In fact, I'm going to take the damage from the giant. Okay, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision because he's going to play as elite barbarians. But anyways, let's zap down the skeleton army and see if we can knock this tower down into pieces. So our tower is going to go down right near 0. Actually, it's going to live with 30 HP left, and his tower is going to go down. So a really interesting start to the game right there. But all in all, definitely a little bit beneficial for us. We kept our tower alive. We got a couple giant hits against his king tower, so not the worst. But I would have thought that we barely would have taken any damage. It was just those elite barbarians, which really messed us up and gave him a little bit of a lead. Now, Skeleton Army is going to be perfect for the Hog Rider, especially after he wasted his Zap spell. And since we have all these skeletons right here, I'm going to get ready for another push down the left-hand side of the map. Let's drop our Giant. Let's get our Tombstone ready. I don't want to use the Tombstone just yet. And let's see if we can get it going with the Tombstone in the center and really start making our way forward. All right, still 30 seconds still until we get an extra time. He's probably going to plop his Elite Barbarians right on top of my Giant's face. So I've got the Mega Minion ready for those Elite Barbarians. Come on, come on, come on. There they are. And he's actually going to plate them so they go towards the skeletons. That is a huge mistake by my man Smasher. And because of that, you know what? I'm going for the Skeleton Army. Let's just drop a Skeleton Army in the very center and see what we can do. His skeletons versus my skeletons. Who's going to win? His skeletons are level 8. Mine's level 9. So we're actually going to have a nice little advantage. We've got the Mega Minion, the minions, the skeleton. This tower's burning all the way down to 0 as well. That's the second tower of the game, and we are almost on our way to another 3-crown win. Unfortunately, this one won't be flawless. I guess our King Tower and our right-hand Arena Tower haven't been hit yet, but he's going to keep throwing those emotes out there. So he's obviously, he's a little bit annoyed right now that he's lost both of his towers. And he's actually just going to spam thumbs up over and over again. Okay, well, it's double elixir. He's not playing anything, so I'm just going to hit him with the well played. That's going to be the end of the game, I guess. Skeleton Army plus a graveyard. I don't know why you would give up during a grand challenge because, yeah, it's really, you know, I mean, you only can have 3 losses, and it wasn't the end of the world for him, but still, look at all those skeletons right there. That is skeleton madness, and that's going to be the end of the battle for another 3-crown to 1 victory. 55 cards and 1,000 gold, hopefully towards a legendary chest, or legendary card, but let's go ahead and open up 2 more super magical chests before getting into our final battle. So we're going to get some gold, we're going to get some goblins, some archers, clone spells, only 2 of them though, cannons, skeletons, rares. We're gonna get epics, and it's gonna be 21 tornadoes, so honestly not that bad at all. And let's go ahead and open up 1 more super magical chest, and hopefully we can finish this one off with a legendary card. Now, plenty of gold, which is really gonna help us for those upgrades. We need to make sure we're always on top of our gold. We're gonna get some more commons, some more rares, some more epics, and finally another Sparky. And that's going to be Sparky 11 out of 20 on its way to level 5. Maybe I'll try out a Sparky deck sometime soon, especially those Elite Barbarian Sparky decks are actually sort of scary. But let's get into 1 final battle against Gorond and try to go for 6-0 inside of our challenge. And I'm going to play the Mega Minion in the bottom right and start making our way towards his tower. Now, the archers by themselves, I'm not too scared about them, and I sort of want to go for a graveyard play down this left-hand side of the map, so let's drop our minions, and as I'm getting ready for this graveyard, here comes the 3 musketeers, so I'm going to have to use my fireball and my zap spell. Make sure you zap before you fireball, or else you might get in a little bit of trouble. His minions versus my minions, he played 3 elixir to save like 200 damage. I don't think that's a very good trade from him, and all in all, I'm feeling pretty good about this battle, and let's go ahead and get ready to get into the second half of it by dropping our giant. Our second push is about to begin, and to see if we can get some success with that graveyard, but I do have to worry about the 3 musketeers. I always have to keep my fireball available, or my skeleton army. If they come to my side of the map, I can use the skeleton army to kill them, or else they're going to do mad work against my deck, so we always have to be prepared for those as soon as he's getting ready to play them. All right, so Wizard's going to be going down. Let's play our Mega Minion. Let's get our graveyard ready, and as soon as that tower locks on, take a look as I play that, or I time that perfectly. Look at this fireball, though. This fireball's about to do so much work. Take a look as that wizard's about to die to a skeleton as well, and we're going to get a lot of damage done for that. I'm even going to zap down the tower, and we're going to get 1 hit off on the tower for that zap. Not too bad of a trade, 2 elixir for 300 damage. Okay, maybe that's not a great trade, but still, let's go ahead and get ready for the baby dragon. As soon as it locks onto the tower, we'll play our minions after so they don't die right away. And then, of course, the minions will distract the archers. And all in all, we're doing pretty well in this battle, and we should be able to clean it up going into double elixir. I don't think he can stop our giant and graveyard combination, but it's all about not getting distracted and not taking out those 3 musketeers. It's really tempting to fireball that wizard as well, because he does have that wizard, which is fireballable, but I need to save my stuff. I've got my skeleton army, which can counter the 3 musketeers as soon as he gets ready to play them, as well as my fireball is the next card in rotation. But take a look at this, the lumberjack. So let's drop our skeleton army, let's drop our fireball immediately after on the musketeers. Lumberjack's gonna go ahead and die, and now with the giant tanking for these musketeers right here, this is an absolutely perfect push, except for the fact that the mega minion went in front of the giant, but you know, no harm, no foul. Graveyard's going down, Giant's gonna be locked onto that tower in just a moment. Zap spell's gonna go down to give that giant just a little bit more time to get some hits off on the tower. 70 HP left, are you serious? Let's play our tombstone. Let's get ready for an epic fireball right here by fireballing the barbarians, baby dragon, and wizard. That is a 14 elixir fireball right there, plus the lumberjack, an 18 elixir fireball. Are you serious? That was such a dirty fireball play. Minions really won't be able to do too much. I'll drop my mega minion. Actually, the mega minion's not going to help out quickly enough, so his wizard's going to be there. Let's zap that down. Let's drop our minions in a moment. The tower's actually down to 857. We must have messed that up a little bit, but I'll play a giant on defense. I'll throw down my tombstone. I'll get ready for my fireball, and I will win this battle. I don't care. Well, actually, did I just really fireball those 3 musketeers? I didn't need to fireball those 3 musketeers. I could have just fireballed that tower. I'm going to drop my zap. It's at 2 HP. Are you serious? Why in the world did I fireball those 3 musketeers? Looks like we're going to get so close to taking the tower. The zap spell is going to go down, or no, the tombstone's going to go down. Fireball onto the tower. And that is going to be the end of the battle. Whew, that was way closer than it should have been, but we're going to pull off the win right there with the giant graveyard deck. Guys, we got a couple of legendaries today, not as many as I would have hoped for, but we need to get as many to level 5 or 4 as soon as possible, including my graveyard. I still have not got it to level 4, which is so frustrating. I know it's a first world problem, but still, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like this deck, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.